Hey Dylan, this is 481 Littletree Circle. Got surrounding neighborhood. It all kind of looks like this. Lots of space, real quiet. Here is the front of the house. Walking around the side now. It's the south side of the house. We got cedar siding. This looks like they were trying to throw a fence in here. Guessing those were the boards. Got a little shop back here. This is the backyard. The gutters look like they were replaced. They look new. This is that condenser unit for the AC. It's the back of the house. Got vinyl windows. The siding looks a little more worn back here. Right, kind of looking at the back of the house here. Got some rot in the wood of the fascia up there. The roof looks relatively new, so I feel like this shouldn't be as bad as it is. Maybe they just had it and they didn't replace it when they did the gutters. This is an estate sale as well, so whoever did live here passed away. All right, there's the rest of the back. I'm gonna make a turn to my right here to kind of show you the rest of the backyard. It's real nice. I'd say that, yeah, it'd be pretty cool if the fence was complete on both sides. But nice little space. All right, now turning back to the left, kind of getting to the other side of the house. We got a nice little carport here. If I had to guess, I'd say they had an RV. There's a little bit of crack in the concrete of the foundation here. This is the garage next to it, so we'll see if it goes through. That's usually something we watch, but if it's on one side, it's most likely fine. Electrical. I'd like to see this water go somewhere besides there, but as you can see, we are on a bit of a hill, so the water's gonna kind of come this way anyway. But that being said, and the reason for that is I don't want it to get under the house. It doesn't look like it is, but there was some area over there by where that fascia was kind of rotting that I was a little concerned with on that. This is the driveway. You can see, like, obviously water was pooling here. Sometimes that's difficult to point out once it starts to get warmer. Maybe long-term putting some kind of drainage here to maybe even connect to that spot and go around the house would be a good call. This side looks pretty good as far as water goes. It looks like there's evidence of some kind of foundational drain that was installed here potentially. So that's good news for getting water underneath the house, or preventing it anyway. All right. Deck needs some paint. Got a sweet little concrete block step here. Deck needs some paint, but looks like it's in pretty good shape, except for maybe a board or two. Right. And we're going in the house. All right, coming in, first thing I noticed, we have original hardwood here. So I don't know if that's the case. Sometimes you see that under carpet, but it's just in kind of rough shape. But all it really takes is a resurface. I don't know if it's under there, but something to note. This would be your living area. We got popcorn ceilings. More on that in a second. So nothing really wrong with popcorn ceilings, although that is asbestos. So as long as it stays in the state it's in, it's fine. But as soon as you start scraping around and knocking it loose, then it becomes hazardous. So this is something that you don't necessarily want to run away in a house from, but it's very common for homes built in the 80s, 70s, 80s to see. And it was actually intended originally to be a fire prevention situation for roofs and for buildings. So that's why it's there. Let's make a left turn to the kitchen. Just went wide angle again for you. We got quartz countertops. See if I can get the light. Sweet light fixture there. Here's the rest of the kitchen. It's a little bigger than it looked in the pictures. And you can see there was some professional scraping of the popcorn in here, which is cool. Single sink, electric range with hood, standard closed cabinets, venting. The reason I check for that all the time is sometimes it's there, but it's not hooked up. So it's something that happens more often than not, to be honest, but it is a thing. All right, coming downstairs into, I guess, like a second family room. We got tile in here. It's in sweet patterns. And then our laundry room. And a nice little folding ironing table. Into the garage. 2-car garage. Mustang is not included. All right, coming in to check out the hot water heater and the furnace. All right, so we got 2006, 50 gallons. 2006 was when I graduated high school, so let's see, 14. So we got almost a 20-year-old hot water heater here. Definitely is going to need to be replaced. That's a big thing. At least a couple $1,000s there. Furnace looks like it's most likely the same age. Or it's actually, I'm reading that this was a new install last year. Well, it's almost, yeah, last year. So it was almost 2 years at this point. And then this line is going out to that condenser for AC. So that's really cool. So I was very wrong about that. But here's the rest of the garage, fireplace. Everything's looking pretty good out here. I don't see any signs of leaks, rodents, anything in that matter. All right, so coming back through that family room, through the kitchen, into that living room again. We're gonna turn right into guest bedroom number 1. It looks like they've built their TV into the closet for this room. So I don't think there's going to be pushback on that, but technically I think that's a non-conforming, this is a non-conforming room now because it doesn't have a closet. Notice some separating potentially up there in the drywall. I'm guessing they put molding up all over the place to kind of cover up some potential settling maybe or just some bad drywall. But yeah, that's generally why I see a bunch of molding up everywhere. Coming out into an updated bathroom. That's probably original from 86. Kind of has like a strange modern 1920s vibe in here. Kind of cool, kind of different. Out of the bathroom into bedroom number 2. Different paint and color scheme. Looks like it might have been 2 different colors before. Built-ins in the closet here. And then behind the door is this cool, wood paneling situation. Then this room, we got laminate hardwood. Actually, that might even be bamboo. That's nice. Flooring for the master here. Again, really sweet molding up there. Little backyard view. All right, and going into the bathroom, turn the light. Yet another theme. I feel like we're kind of into like beach vibes in here. Yeah. Sweet tile showers. We got under storage of some kind. And kind of the unique glass window there. All right, and this fireplace has been turned into a pellet stove. Just a note. And if your TV, as we kind of talked about earlier, is bigger than that, we're gonna have to close this wall off and put it in front. But if it isn't, then I think you're in good shape. Sweet cat up there too. All right, so this electrical panel was approved in 2011, so it's newer. It looks like it is also going to be re-inspected. I'll read more into that in a second. And it's wired for a generator, so that's pretty cool. Okay, wrapping up here on this one. If I had to guess, I'd say this roof is probably 5 years old, maybe a little bit more. After giving it a second look, I don't like the flashing up there with that fireplace. I can already see some water starting to potentially get down there. Sorry, that was a little choppy. But yeah, overall, really unique spot. We got like 5 different types of flooring in there, paint schemes, themes of bathroom. But this is on a little more than 1/3 of an acre. It's real nice out here. It's real quiet. By the activity on this house, I think we're probably going to be in the $450 range it's going to sell for. That's a guess, but usually I'm guessing there's probably there was 15 other cards up there on the counter, so usually about 5 to 7 showings you get an offer. In a house like this one that doesn't need a ton of work, usually it's more like every 3 to 4. So I'm guessing we'll probably go about 10% over on that one to get it. And I think that whoever gets this house probably isn't going to do an inspection because of the competition. So something to consider. That's all I got on that one. And off to the next house.